sure.
Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message.
I can't go any lower, so.
Well, good evening. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time hanging out with us tonight, I hope you have a good time with us, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be waiting for you with another episode if you pop by. By the way, we simulcast to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube, so wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another episode. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. So let's take a look at a few quick comments, and then we'll bring our friends on, and we will get this party started. We've got BCJ Vids in the house saying hello there. Why is that not coming on the screen? Here it is. I've got a delay with my computer tonight. That's what's distracting me so much. But BCJ Vids is saying hello there. Mike Whiteside is saying hello, everyone. Woohoo. Woohoo back to you as well. Also, our good friends and regular viewers, Stacy and Art Fosler, are in the house saying hello from Platte Hill, New York. Nice to see you. Also, our good friends over at Vintage Mini Bike Lovers are saying good evening, looking and sounding good from Carterville, New York. Now, we collaborate with the people at Vintage Mini Bike Lovers, meaning Ben Thomas, and we do a Vintage Mini Bike podcast the second Sunday of every month. And you can view it right here. Just circle back to this location wherever you're viewing now on the second Sunday, I think, which would be September 8th, and you can enjoy our Vintage Mini Bike podcast. If you enjoy those vintage mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you're going to like this podcast. So let's bring our friends on here, get this party started, get myself where I need to be. Gentlemen, how are we all doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Good, Mike. Not
good.
bad.
Nice to see everybody.
Happy to be back.
Yes, it has been a while since we've had everybody here. I hope everyone's having a good summer and doing well.
Well, I guess I have to say Lamoille County, what summer?
Yes, exactly. Lots of rain. Yes,
Yeah,
rain,
and
flooding, and erosion.
And well, I've been hearing Vermont is getting slammed, but down where I live, we haven't got slammed with a heavy rain. As a matter of fact, some of the grass is actually starting to dry out.
Oh, wow. Dry summer. And how about over your way, Rob?
My last show got rained out last weekend. This weekend looked going to be rained out. And the week before, it was so hot, most of the people spent the afternoon in the Legion instead of at the show.
Wow.
That was
That's
like you
great.
and I, Mike. We got rained out.
That's why I haven't done any car shows. I just can't handle the high heat that we've been getting.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Virgil and I had plans last weekend to go to a car show, and it didn't happen either. So, yeah, crazy times we're in right now. But
Yes.
we do have a robust lineup tonight. Let's take a look at the menu here. We're going to take a look at video clip number 1. I got together with Larry Gaboriault a few years ago. He's got a 1976 Pontiac Catalina. This was at the Newport, Vermont cruise night back in 2021. Let me see if we can get that up here. Strangely enough, I've got a weird delay with the audio and the video tonight. I think there's some gremlins in the system here. That's what's getting me so distracted tonight. But let's see if we can load this video and have a look at this car. Then we'll react to it on the other side. Of course, it's taking a moment to load.
Yeah,
Everything's taking a moment tonight. Here we go. I think it's coming. Stand back, everyone. I think it's about to load. Here it is right here.
Okay, yep. No, I bought this. It's a 1976 Pontiac Catalina. I bought it in 1979.
79.
Yeah, it was 3 years old. And the guy that had it, he traded down to Martin Motors, and he traded for a Ford pickup that would pull a camper.
Oh, wow.
So this was on the lot, and I was working up to Butterfields. A friend of mine told me, he said, well, my other Pontiac was a 66. So I stopped in and I saw this, and I said, God, I'm going up 10 years more.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing good.
Nice. Upgrade.
Yeah.
Good. And you've had it all these years?
Yeah.
Over 40 years?
Yeah, I bought it for $3,000. It was 3 years old.
Wow.
So not anymore.
No, that's been a good investment for you.
Yeah, very good.
Wonderful. Have you done any kind of restorations or anything? Is it still all stock? Or?
The rest is all stock. The front seat was split over, with the sun.
Yeah.
And I brought it. I took the whole seat out, and I brought it to Joe's pond in Danville.
Yeah.
Danville. He redid it. I gave it to him in the fall, and I figured, well, he had all winter to do it in. And he found where the material was, right from the factory.
Oh, wow.
That was exact. So this
Exact match.
He says exact. He said the only thing he says I can't get is the buttons.
The buttons.
So he says, "Can I use your buttons?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely."
That is a perfect match. You would never ever know that it's different material.
He did. It was expensive, but
He did it
well
right.
worth it.
Yeah.
So some people they'll say, "Oh, that's a red seat." And I said, "It isn't red."
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a unique shade of burgundy or something. Yeah. And you're right. If it's not a perfect match, you probably have to take everything out or improvise or
Yeah, I wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah, this way it looks authentic.
Yeah.
And how does the dash look? Is that all in good shape? Yeah, that's
Just a little crack there in the corners. But that's all.
not bad for 40 plus years.
Yeah. The original rug.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, at what point did this go from being your daily driver to I'm going to keep this as a collector car?
Well, my wife was driving it to work.
Yeah.
And in the winter, we had a winter car, so we'd put it away. So I guess we were putting it away at the fairgrounds in Barton.
Yeah.
And that's where it's been every winter. And
Nice.
I kind of have my spot down there.
Nice.
It's so long compared to the rest of the cars down there, so
Yeah.
you're happy where I am.
You got to pick the right spot.
Yeah, I got my spot.
Sure. Actually, I'm going to get a wide shot of this, how long this is. If you can back up just a little bit. Oh, there we go, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to get a pull away too in here. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we end up in the road. It'd be a pancake. Yeah, I was getting pretty close. Yeah, that is really nice.
The wheels are Keystone wheels.
Keystone.
They're not the Pontiac wheels.
Yeah,
I got the original down cellar,
yeah.
and that's where they've been. I like the looks of this with those wheels.
These are nice, yeah. And they're period wheels too, or period looking wheels anyway. Yeah. That is cool. And what was your name?
Larry Gaboriault.
Larry Gaboriault. Nice. Good to meet you. And you're right here in the area?
Sheffield.
Sheffield,
Steve
yeah.
Carpenter, and I'm the president of Cars of Yesteryear.
Yep.
And we do have a Facebook page, and we do have a website, it's carsofyesteryear.org, and it lists all of our events. Try to keep it up to date. So,
Nice. And then the Facebook page, you're searching for Cars of Yesteryear, or?
yes, Cars of Yesteryear, you should find it.
Nice.
And she tries to get all events on there also.
Good.
So, we have a few events scheduled this year. So.
Good. Good. Well, cool. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, good times at the cruise night over there in Newport, Vermont. In fact, that's just 2 steps from where I work too on my day job. But
Wow.
yeah, reactions to that, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, ow, that hurt. I just moved my back and I just tweaked it again. The 2 things that I notice on the car, number one, I see a lot of these Catalinas, but I never ever see the car itself. I see the stage wagon mostly. And something else I like about it is I like that back window. So when you look at that back window, the way it is, and then it's like cut, and then it's like a space, and then you got the actually back window, like right around in that picture, you can see it. You can see how the window is, and then there's like a little space, and then the whole back window, which is kind of odd that, you know, the way the shape is for that back window, side windows, I should say, for the back rear of the car.
Sure. And Virgil?
Oh, you got no sound, Virgil.
That
There we go.
burgundy there is very, very nice. Along with those rallies there, and you couldn't tell that original interior was not original. It's pretty cool that you got to use the old buttons there. When we do these restorations, when you start doing things, that's what they say: you bag and tag everything, and don't throw anything away because you may need to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're right. That was a wise move to save those buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You would never know those seats had been redone. And Rob?
My neighbor had a car like that, and every time he went somewhere, the dog would go with him, but the dog would sit on the back shelf in the window until he hit the brakes. Then the dog would sit back there. But they're big cars, lots of room in the back seat. I like a story like that where the guy's had it that long.
Yes.
Too bad we couldn't meet the grandchild that's going to inherit it.
Yes, for sure. Well, let's see. We've got a comment that's come in. Here we go. Mike Whiteside says, beautiful Catalina. Very cool. Cool. We appreciate those comments for sure. Well, cool. So we are on item number 2. It's time for announcements and AMSOIL. And Rob, if you're ready, we're going to put you full screen here and give you a chance to talk to us about AMSOIL. And I do have a graphic for that promotion. So when you're ready, just ask for that graphic.
Okay. A number of times we talked about all the different AMSOIL products. Their signature oil, 1972, AMSOIL was the first synthetic oil to be API approved. We're the first synthetic oil that said you can go 25,000 miles or 1 year. We're the first ones that said you can pour at 60 below zero. We're the first ones that said that an oil can give you better gas mileage. All the other companies are still catching up, and that was 52 years ago. Since then, we came out with our one of my big sellers is motorcycle oil because of the friction modifiers we have in it. Most synthetics you can't use in a motorcycle because the clutches will slip. AMSOIL has no problem with that. So that's a big seller for us because we do a lot of events at races and stuff like that. Plus AMSOIL has a high zinc oil. We're also one of the first ones in the market to ever come out with this Easy Pack. You know how easy it is to fill a rear end up with something like this? It's a squeeze type instead of trying to use a tube. AMSOIL's been the first in a lot of stuff. And we have a great program where you can sign up as a preferred customer, buy everything directly from AMSOIL, and save 25%. Mike has a link down below where you can get one of these catalogs. And also in the catalog is all the prices and the products. It shows you how much the retail is and how much you pay for it. Yeah, we don't hide the price. It's all there available. And if you order $100 worth, what is the promotion this time, Mike? It's
Let me pull that up.
And you get a free gift, $100. and they give you this 8-in-1 handy dandy screwdriver. Personally haven't seen it, but I'm going to order one this week.
Yeah, it looks pretty
if you
nice.
want to know how to get just the book for the information, or how to sign up but become a preferred account, click on the Mike's link and it'll give you all the information you need.
Absolutely. We appreciate that. And when you do click on our link and use our referral number, you're helping to support this podcast. And we really appreciate those who have been doing that. And we thank you in advance if you're thinking about doing that. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it. So let's see. Item number 3. We're going to take a look at a 1973 Plymouth Roadrunner. This car is for sale by our friends over at B&B Auto Sales. Let's load that video here and have a look at that car.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. Today we're going to show you our 73 Plymouth Roadrunner. Kind of a neat car. Got a matching numbers 318, 3-speed manual. You didn't see many of them this way. They painted the bumpers, kind of body match. Got a pretty good look. Paint jobs, driver quality. A few flaws in it here and there. Got a real Roadrunner. They repainted the roof up to the stripe, and it needs to be redone. It's not very good, so they just blended it right to here. But that needs to be redone to make it look a lot better. The rest of the paint has a really good shine to it. Just some imperfections. You can't really see them in the camera, but there's some dust here and there. But interior's in good shape. Looks like carpet's new. Dash is good. I think it's got a cover lay on top of it. We try to show you everything that we can on them. But otherwise, the interior is pretty good. Showing a little wear on the door panels, but that's pretty typical of Chrysler. Non-air, kind of. This one missed the option sheet. There's a manual choke we put on it. Runs good. Runs and drives really good. See, they painted the bumpers, and then, you know, they didn't mask stuff off as good. So not a horrible job, just driver quality job. So if you're looking for an affordable Roadrunner, this one's priced right. Got pretty good looking wheels on it. Tires are good. Mechanically in great shape. Probably the only flaw on it is paint isn't perfect. Otherwise, nice running and driving car. But you could see a sag over here, but I don't know where that's at. But there's a few sags and runs and debris in the paint, just so you know. Nice dry car, come from out west. Start up our 73 Roadrunner. We'll set the park and brake here. We're on a little bit of an incline. Yes, it works. 3-speed manual, kind of a neat combination. You can see the gauges coming up. Gotta love that old Chrysler Bendix from the old days. You see the radio's working. Blinkers working. Radio, it's the original one, but does not work. There's the heater fan working. There's your wipers working. We'll turn the lights on. Let's see if the horn beep beep horn works.
The Roadrunner.
It runs really good. Power steering, manual brakes. Headlights work. So good running and driving car. We try to fix everything we can. And dome light's missing the bulb. Hard to see the tail lights, but they do work. So, like I said, good running, sounds pretty good. Got some dual exhaust on it. Nothing real loud, just nice little sound to it. So, any questions? 605 695-7391.
So yeah, thank you so much to B&B Auto Sales for that cool footage. Really like that car. Reactions to that, Virgil?
Oh man, it looks like they got on their advertising, they got a blue one on there. But yeah, that red one is very, very nice. I like the stripes, but the stripes still remind me of Starsky and Hutch.
Yes.
And then I like that pistol grip, and then those aftermarket wheels. Look like those are some 16-inch wheels there.
Yes.
But great car, great interior.
Definitely. I'm trying to find that pistol grip there. They did show it to us. Yeah, I don't know. This thing moves so fast. But yeah, sweet car. And Rob?
Well, it's got me all excited for the weekend. I'm on to the Mopar Nationals this weekend in a little town called New Hamburg. They take over the whole town. It's one of the best car shows I participate in because there's a grandstand and they line all the Super Bs up and they all drive by, and then all the Cougars go by, and it's a really neat participating show.
Wow, yeah, that sounds amazing. We'd love to see some images or video of that.
I'm surprised they don't have a tack in that car.
Good call. Yes. Yeah, look at that. The Speedo, gas, and I don't know what the other is.
Yep,
but
yep. Sometimes the tack's on the hood on them, but not that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, Rob. I was like, wait, where's the tack?
Yeah.
I wonder if this is a base mod on this, probably why.
That could be because it's got a 318. But go ahead, Michael. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of these cars, but it's like the front grille. Is this distinctive to only the 73?
I don't know, but I like it.
I have never seen that kind of grille. You got the headlights stick out, and then it gets sucked in, and it's like somebody pushed the whole middle in. Like right there, you can see where the lights stick out, but the rest of it is like pushed in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never seen that style in any other road runners I've come across. So I wonder if this is only a distinctive thing for this particular year.
Good question. It might possibly be. If anyone viewing has any insight on that, please let us know in the comments. We do have a comment that's come in. Our good friend Ben over at Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says that's a beautiful little road runner. Love that it's a manual. Yes. Yeah, I like this myself. I like Mopar anyway, but it's a great starter muscle car for someone.
The only thing is, later on down the road, if this goes to somebody, relative or whatever, are they gonna know how to drive a standard? Because almost nobody knows how to drive a standard today.
Yeah, the younger generation. Yeah.
Oh,
well, that way they can't borrow your car.
Exactly.
Well, you guys will be proud that we featured my friend James's Camaro SS on here. Last summer, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And his oldest son just got his permit, and he knows how to drive that Camaro, and it's a stick.
There we go. Nice.
So yes,
passing on some good skills there.
Hey, I got to drive a lawnmower, a sit-on lawnmower that was standard, and I never stripped the gears, and I never drove a standard in my life. So if I could do that with a lawnmower, I think I can drive a standard pretty easily because I just listen to the sound of the engine.
Oh,
when you hear it really rev up, time to go into another gear.
That's your cue to shift.
Mike, a week ago, a friend of mine got in an accident, and the guy got out of the car and told the police officer, "I told my boss I didn't know how to drive a standard truck."
Oh my God!
So I guess he got charged.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
Well, we had a fire engine in my hometown, and it was a Maxim fire engine. I think it was a 76, and the town got rid of it because all the newer firefighters didn't even know how to drive that doggone standard.
Oh, man.
I mean, so that truck didn't even get the full use that it could have got.
The times they are changing.
Oh, yes.
Crazy. Well, cool. Well, let's see here. We're on item number 4. This is part of a 2-part video thing, if you will. Look at item number 4 and item number 7, kind of before and after. We're going to take a look at Tom Martin's Little Red Express tribute truck at a car show a couple of years ago here in Newport, Vermont. And then I met up with him a week and a half ago, and he'd done a lot of updates to it, and we did a second follow-up video where he shows us everything he's done to it. So let's take a look at the before video from a couple of years ago, see where he was with it at that time, and then we'll react to it here on the other side.
How's it going?
Good, yo.
Good. You okay being on camera? Cool. I appreciate it. Nice truck. Yes. Is this after the? Remember in the late '70s they had the Warlock and then the red.
The 78, 79 was the year that the original Express came out, and this is 16 or the 4th generation of the Express.
Cool. So they're trying to recreate the magic of that or whatever. Or
no, I just did it myself.
oh, you did it yourself. Yeah. So it's a tribute.
Yeah, I did
Sweet.
it with my dad. Yeah.
Beautiful. I think I saw this in town yesterday. Were you riding this around yesterday?
Yesterday I did not.
Okay.
Yesterday I spent the day sweating.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe it was the day before. I don't know.
Probably the day before.
But I think I saw this in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just finished the graphics and everything up Thursday.
Nice.
So it's little by little, I'm getting it.
Because we're probably about the same age. Because I know I remember really liking the Warlock and that Red Express truck when they came out.
79.
Yeah.
He passed away a year and a half ago.
Oh no. Oh wow.
And I said, you know what? I said, he had come up the year before that. And I had just gotten the truck. He said, I took him for a ride in because he was always talking about getting a new truck.
Yeah.
And I took him for a ride in this, and he goes, that's exactly what I want. I want one just like that, only better.
Yeah.
I said, what do you mean only better? He goes, oh, it's got to be a four-door. I said, Dad, you need a four-door. Well, he was able to get it.
Sure.
Shortly after that.
Yeah.
He came up in June and February. Got hit by it.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad.
My sister was the one that contracted us from and she never knew she had it.
Oh wow.
She was living with him and she was asymptomatic.
Oh wow. But she was still able to pass on the. She was still able to pass it on to him. Wow, that's too bad. Oh man.
Of course, when Dad first got it, she wouldn't got tested. And she was the one that gave it.
Wow.
She had had it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never knew it.
Wow. So this is as much a tribute to the Little Red Express as it is to him. Yeah. Tribute to both.
Yeah, my dad.
That's wonderful. Oh, here we go. Oh wow.
He said it. He said just like yours, only better.
Oh.
So I had that made for him with the 4 doors.
Oh, the 4 doors. Yeah. That's amazing. That's a wonderful way to remember him. That's cool. Very cool. Get the 5.7. And so you did these graphics yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered the graphics from the company that makes it for the original.
Yeah.
And myself.
That's amazing. And you get the pipes back there?
Yeah, I
pipes hooked up?
I wanted them hooked up.
Yeah.
But I finally found the right valves. I can run the do-it-yourself.
Oh, nice. You can switch back and forth.
All remote.
Sweet. Yeah, just to push of a button.
Yeah, just to push a button and I can go to the stats. And then when my wife's in the truck, I can go to the do-it-yourself.
Sure.
She won't have
We need to be civilized.
That's right.
Nice. And how do they sound? Do they sound good?
I've only had them hooked up once.
Yeah.
And now it's back to the dual exhaust out the back. But what I did was the original dual exhaust had the humps in the rear bumper.
Sure.
So I bought the new bumper without the humps.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And then humped the exhaust up underneath.
Oh, yes, yeah. I see you.
You see it?
Yeah, and there's one on the other side, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I made that. I made it just for that reason. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
And did you tell me what year it is?
This is a 2016.
16. I think you did tell me, yeah? Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Those wheels really set it off nice, too, don't they? Factory, no kidding.
Yeah.
Very nice.
With the exception of the graphics and the stacks, of course, the bed and work up on the motor, it's the original truck.
Very cool. And what was your name?
Tom Martin.
Tom Martin. Yeah, nice to meet you, Tom.
Nice to meet you, too.
Cool. And you're from around here? Or?
Yeah, Coventry.
Coventry, yeah. Right down the road. Sweet.
Yeah, so don't have to worry about gas mileage too much.
Yeah, no doubt.
Actually, it's set up so it's getting 19.2 miles around town.
That's not bad for 5.7.
5.7.
Yeah.
And it's a little squirrely in the wintertime.
Oh, I bet,
You gotta
yeah.
put weight in the back end of it
Sure.
to keep it down because it wants to slip out all the time.
Yeah.
I tried the commander that tones it down when you take off.
Yeah.
So the back end doesn't slide all the time. And I said, I didn't like the way I couldn't get it set right. So I said, you know what? That's what 4-wheel drive's for.
Yeah.
Push the button and it won't slide no more.
Nice. Nice.
So, but it's a work in progress.
Very cool. Well, cool. Yeah, glad I met you. This is really nice. Thanks for talking this up.
Oh, no worries.
And we're on Facebook and YouTube right now. This goes out to 8 different places on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, wow.
If you search on Facebook or YouTube for Muscle Car Show and Tell Podcast, you'll find all kinds of. I do podcasts every week and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast. Just search for that. And,
Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is going live out there right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, yeah, really nice to meet you, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, enjoy your day.
So,
Cool. Yeah. Good times at the car show. You gotta love that tribute to the Little Red Express. Reactions to that, Rob?
Red Express was a neat truck, and that's a good replica he's doing of it. Put a lot of work in doing that.
Yes.
I would have liked to hear the exhaust when it's running straight.
Yeah. Definitely. And Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed because, you know, I only didn't think there was any more than one generation of this. But like he said, you know, he wanted to rebuild it and make it like the original Little Red Express. But I mean, wow. I mean, I wonder if the people that built that Little Red Express, what they would say right now to see this.
Yeah.
You know,
Good
I wonder
question.
what they would say, you know, and how many people really, really appreciated the truck and then went overboard like this guy did and just literally try to rebuild the truck to look like a Little Red Express.
Yeah, definitely. And Virgil?
Yeah, pretty cool truck, you know, like everybody said, a great tribute, you know, and to have the tribute on his arm also, you know, the double tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good story right there, especially for whoever inherits it next.
Definitely. Well, cool. So let me pull this away. Oh, we've got a comment that's come in. Let's see. Stacy and Art Fosler said it looks like a 73 and 74 Roadrunner used that same body style. So he's saying that front end we were talking about was probably 73 and 74. And thank you for that, Stacy and Art Fosler. Yeah, we appreciate that.
I'll be on the lookout for it now when I go to car shows.
Yes. Yeah. And then a little bit later, we're going to take a look at what Tom has done to that Little Red Express over the last couple of years. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at item number 5. Our good friend Elaine LaRiviere goes to Bentley's cruise night frequently in Arundel, Maine. And here's some images she took on the cruise night on August 6th. And what she does, she sends me the images. I put them into a montage and put some music under it. And that's something that we can all enjoy. So let's take a look. So yeah, thank you to Elaine LaRiviere for those images. We really appreciate that. Michael, reactions to that?
Yes, there's two vehicles that caught my eye. One of them was the Woody that my girlfriend would love. And then the other vehicle that caught my eye, and I never seen one. I seen Fords with a van cab over, but I never seen a Chevy cab over van. That was made into like a mobile home, and that really caught my eye. I'm like, whoa.
Trying to follow. There's the Woody.
Yep. My girlfriend, I actually have that exact same Woody. It has a model. I saw it at a store one day, and I bought it for my girlfriend. And so now I actually have the scale model. I think it's a 64 scale of that.
Wow.
But as I was saying, I never got to see a Chevy van that's a cab over, that's a camper.
There we go, right there.
That really was a big surprise when I seen it. I'm like, what? A Chevy? Wow, I haven't seen one of those in my whole life. I remember they were around all the time, but around here, I seen Fords, but never seen a Chevy.
Wow. That's cool.
That would have been a good one for the Krager, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's right. It's got Kragers on it. I missed that. But go ahead, Virgil.
Like Michael said, the first one, that Woody there. And then there's also a apocalyptic 50s truck right before that blue 50 truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Oh, and of course that Corvette,
Yes.
looks like 2017, 2017-19. It looked like the last of the body style there. After that one.
After? Okay.
There's a different blue truck there.
Yeah, it was kind of lower to the ground.
Oh, right here.
Yep, there you go.
And what is that logo on the front?
I can't make it out. Does anyone know what that is?
Looks like a V8 logo.
This one here? Yeah, almost look like a Chevy. V8 logo.
A big front end on that.
Yeah.
Look how far the tires are back.
That's why it kind of looks like a logo for stating as a V8.
Yeah, but then that almost looks like a Ford.
Yeah, I'm not sure what trucks from the 50s. I have a hard time IDing those.
And then you got to remember, you got the fin that's right near the mirror there. You see the stripes there, so there's like a opening for an air vent or something there.
Oh, like Mako Shark vents, yeah.
So you got to take that into consideration. Is that Chevy or Ford? And do any of them have that vent like that in the corner like that? But the front end does look like a
viewing
Ford.
knows, definitely leave a comment.
Yeah.
If anyone viewing happens to know that.
Yeah, the front end looks like a Ford. It's just been altered between the two headlights. That piece looks like it's been altered, but kind of looks like a Ford.
Sure. Hey, what do you think, Rob?
I wonder if that's a Cadillac emblem. I don't know. I've never seen a front end like that before. There was an orangey color car, like a T-Bird.
Oh yeah,
One of them had the top open and the roof was going to back, and then there was that one, the one you just passed.
So
there was another picture of it earlier showing how big the back trunk really is.
Yeah, I mean
that T-Bird.
Oh
The
yeah,
trunk is huge on those cars.
Oh yeah,
that was a great idea of them doing that.
Yes, and that T-Bird belongs to. Let me see if right here. The woman on the right is the owner of that T-Bird, and her boyfriend is the owner of Bentley's. Her boyfriend is Bentley. And I remember that other T-Bird you saw because I was admiring that myself. Let me find it.
The red one.
I think it's near the end here.
But the other one had a convertible roof that was going in the back. I was always told that the hardtop.
Oh, right there.
That's
right
like
there.
Like 64.
I like the fins on the front.
I'm thinking 65, 66.
Yeah, nope, not the 66. The front end's a little bit different on the 66.
Yeah, in fact, this is a 66 right here.
All right.
Which we'll get to later. But I happen to have that handy. Now, we've got comments coming in. Let's see if anybody knows any about these questions that we had. Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says, look like a great show with some pretty interesting cars. And, okay, here we go. Stacy and Art Fosler say it's a Chevy cab with a Ford nose. So maybe it's a Frankenstein truck.
Okay.
or a Johnny Cash truck.
Yeah,
Cool deal.
man.
And then one thing I had to do real quick here, let me see if I can find it. Got to give a shout out to a good friend here who is a frequent contributor of this podcast right here, that gentleman on the right. He
I caught his truck at the end.
yes, that purple truck. Yeah, Derek. I'm drawing a blank on his last name for some reason. But Derek Rabita, he's a frequent contributor to this podcast, sends us a lot of cool footage.
There he is.
That's his purple truck right there. And I just wanted to give a shout out to him. And I also want to give a special thank you also to Elaine for being so good at sharing images with us so regularly. We really appreciate that. Everyone enjoys viewing those. And I'm looking forward to seeing her and her fiance, Paul, at the Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame on September 7th in Lancaster, New Hampshire. This is her and her fiance, Paul, good friends of mine, and very much looking forward to see them here in just a few weeks' time. So let me pull this off the screen. We are on item number 6. I had a chance to hook up with our good friend John over at Autobuy Magazine earlier today, and he's going to tell us about the September issue. And we've got a theme on this. He's going to tell us what that is, too. Let's pull it up. Well, hello, friends. It's time for another visit with our good friend John over at Autobuy Magazine. How you doing today, John?
Hey, good. How are you, sir?
Good, good. Nice to see you.
Good. Yeah, same here.
Well, cool. So we've got another edition out on the newsstands and online. September edition is out. What can you tell us about that?
You know, it's a good time right now. It's usually a good time if you're looking for cars, because, you know, for most people, the season is kind of coming to an end, you know, unless you live down south, you know, so sometimes there's some bargains out there right now. You know, there's always next month. You can't find what you're looking for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And today the theme is Thunderbirds, and we have some picked out here. Let me get the first one on the screen.
Well, that one right there, you know, I'm glad you added that one. That is to me, the quintessential Thunderbird right there. This is a 57 original. I had to do, you know, like I said before, I'm a Corvette guy, so I have to do a little bit of looking and a little bit of learn. I learn something myself every time we do one of these theme shows. Only 1,500 of these cars were ever made, which I think is pretty cool. And this is an E code, which means it's dual 4-barrel carburetors. So pretty cool car.
Yeah, iconic.
Yep, really is. Now this one here, this is actually, you'll see it says Roadster Clone. Now, for anybody that's seen our shows before, clone means somebody, you know, through badging or stickers or whatever they had to do, made a less desirable car into an exact replica of a much more desirable car. You know, so this one, there were Roadsters made. You'll see behind the, I'm pointing here, like you can see, behind the back seats there, the front seats there, that's actual metal on top there. Somebody actually made that and turned a convertible into a Roadster, which they can sell you for $20,000. So then I got thinking, well, how much is a real Roadster? And they did make them that year. Well, a real Roadster, the one that I found was offered at $108,000, which is generally why you would go through all that problem to make one. Yes. But cool looking car.
For sure. And calling it a clone just means they're being honest about it, which is nice.
Yeah. You could, you know, if you deciphered, I'm guessing if you deciphered the VIN, you would say, wait a minute, what's going on here? But yeah, they're just telling you up front, you know, this isn't real, but here it is.
Very nice.
Yep. And then a 66. This is a pretty cool Thunderbird here. Still a 2-door, 390 V8 engine. You know, that'll get you around. Oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong one here. Yeah, it's still 390 engine. This car here, this particular car, pretty well optioned, power steering, power windows, power brakes. They did have a 428 option that year as well, which I think would really probably go. So
yes,
pass everything but at a gas station. So
yes.
Yeah, and then here's another 66, but this is in a convertible. There was only 500 or 5,048 convertibles made that year. So a few more, but still a fairly rare piece.
Yeah, very nice. Get you some exclusivity there.
Yep. And then this one here. Now this is probably the rarest car that we'll have today, because American Coachworks, who made, I believe, most of the bodies for Ford back in that era, only made 200 of these, and they sold them through a dealership in Hollywood. Elvis and Elton John each had one of these.
Wow.
There was only 200 of these bodies made, original ones. Now, maybe since then somebody's done a clone as well, but only 200 back then. 305 small, you know, that was late 70s there, the beginning of emissions and all that. So only a 305 motor. You going to go very fast, but pretty rare to find one of these.
Truly unique, and it's cool to see that some of them ended up in the hands of celebrities.
Yeah, and that some still exist.
Yes.
So they're probably mostly museum pieces. And then from you and I, back in the day, how many of us had cars like this, Thunderbirds or LTDs, big Fords, 302 engines in these. They're offering this car right here at $79, $100. Still a cool thing to go cruise around in. Only 61,000. Nice piece here.
For sure, nice little trip down memory lane.
Yep, there you go.
Very cool. Well, yeah, we appreciate it. And for people who would like to learn more about this, there's a few ways to experience Autobuy. They've got a print magazine. There's an online website as well as a digital edition.
Yep.
Is there anything I've left out? Or
nope, like always, you're on top of it.
Cool
and just always don't forget, if you go to the magazine, you page through it, you don't find something, you can always go online and search there because there's a ton of vehicles every month online that don't make it into the magazine.
Nice. So if you're looking for something specific like a Thunderbird or a Camaro, you just do a search for it and everything that's in your database will come up.
Exactly right. Yep.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you again, John, for coming on. We really appreciate it. Always good to see you.
Right. So what are we going to do next month?
Good question. Let's get some comments from the viewers.
Yep.
For the viewers watching this, give us some ideas for a theme for next month.
Yep. So maybe we'll do cyber trucks.
There we go.
All right. Hey, you have a good month.
Nice to see you. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Cool. Always a good time with John. We thank him so much for coming on. And that actually, it's a good point he made. Viewers and for our friends here tonight, what are some thoughts as to what we might have for a theme on the next time we do this?
70 Blazer.
70 Blazer, yeah.
Oh.
Cool. Did somebody else say something?
Nope. That would be a good one right there. Little K5.
The old K5s, yes. Absolutely. And whose turn is it for first reaction? Is it Virgil's?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, that 66 T-Bird is my very, very favorite. So to see one there for what, 14,000, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I love those. My cousins used to have one when I was a kid, and I always loved the steering wheel, how it slid to the side.
Yes. I think we saw one at Waterbury a couple of years ago that had that. The car came down from Quebec.
And then I have a cousin working on a 65 right now. I have to get him to send me some pictures. It's in his garage under the car cover. So I got to get him to send me some pictures so we have something to look at there.
Yeah, have him send those to you. I'd love to pop those on the screen so we can all enjoy that. And Rob?
My sister bought herself a 2015 replica of a T-Bird.
Yeah.
Because she don't know how to work on cars, so she needs something newer.
Yes.
But it gets her out to the car shows.
Nice. And she's enjoying it? Good deal. And Michael?
Yeah, I mean, the 66 hard top that was there, one thing that caught me, and I'm like, wow, it looks like a hearse. Because if you look behind the door and the window, you can see that little curve there.
Yes.
And that is something that you see on hearses. So, that kind of, I'm like, wow, that's a little odd to see that on a Ford, Thunderbird. I mean, you usually see that on the Cadillacs that are being used as hearses.
Good call.
I wonder if that lights up, that Landau top.
Oh, yes. That might, yes, yep.
But also, wasn't a motor coach responsible for making some of these cars? I thought I just heard.
Yes, he did say that.
So a motor coach actually made a hearses. So I'm wondering if that's why that's on that car.
No, that's this one right here, 78.
American Coach Works.
Made it into a convertible. When that convertible came up, I kind of looked like, wait, hold on. That didn't come in a convertible. They never,
Well, Virtual, it's just like now Monte Carlo that was converted into a convertible.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, yes. Like
cool. Any other comments on this? Go ahead, Virgil. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Some cars just make you look twice. Like, wait, hold on. They didn't make a convertible in that. Like, oh, wait, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
As long as it has the X frame underneath, that's all you need to know.
Yes.
You make a convertible, you gotta put structure in it somehow.
Yes. Now we've got comments coming in with suggestions for a theme. Monte Carlo's, great idea. I'll run that by him. And I'm surprised that Dave Hill's not weighing in with that too, or David at Alaska Railroad, because I know he loves Monte Carlos.
A Corsair Spider. Well, I can't help you there, but I can do a Corsair.
Yeah, and I think he said it was a typo, but then he corrected and said Corvair.
Yep.
But,
I have
good ideas.
And Mike, I have a lot of Corvairs, all different years.
So yeah, we'll have to do a theme on that someday. Yeah, why don't you send me a bunch? We'll do that on the next podcast.
I can do that as soon as we're done. Tomorrow, that'll be my project.
Nice. So let me switch gears here. We're on item number 7. We're going to do the follow-up on that Little Red Express truck. We're going to the video clip we looked at before was from 2 years ago. Now we're going to take a look at one from about a week and a half ago, and we're going to see what he's done to it since. I think over the winter he did a whole lot to it. So let's take a look.
Name's Tom. You may remember me from a couple of years ago when I had the Little Red Express. It was a lot lower then. We got a little carried away this past winter, and we went up with a 6-inch suspension lift, 1.5-inch body lift. We went from the stock 33-inch tire to 37 with new wheels. We were able to get the exhaust system set up, so now the stacks are fully functional, and we've got it set up on a remote control so that we can either run the stacks or push a button and go right with a dual exhaust out the back.
Very
Just
cool.
can't leave well enough alone.
No, you can't stop. It's true. Once you start on a project, it's always a work in progress.
Always a work in process. Yeah. Yeah. So, we had to add the fender flares. We added the hood scoop. Color matched everything, and we're just one step at a time, making it bigger and crazier.
Yeah. And the red accent on the wheels is a nice touch. It really
it really brought them out nice. I was unsure when I first ordered them, and because I looked at a lot of wheels, and when they came in, I was just surprised. It was like they have a red tint to them, and they set into the color of the truck really good, and got very pleased with them.
It really pops. It's a really classy look for sure. And I want to get a look at that hood scoop. You said you got a new hood scoop on here.
Yeah, we added the hood scoop from the 3rd gen.
Yes.
Ram. We added that in the color match.
Very cool. I want to. Yeah, it's got a nice stance too.
Man.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, we went with the darker headlights. We still got 4 lights coming to the front. Change the body lights to the darker tint to match the headlights.
Nice. So now you could call it the Little Big Red Express.
My son calls it Clifford.
Clifford. Oh, the big red dog. Yes. Or the Little Red Lifted Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking really sharp, Tom.
Thank you.
Well, cool. Well, thank you. It's good to see you again.
You too. It's good to see you as well.
Cool, yeah. So let's see reactions on that. Is it Rob's turn?
Well, he's walking with a cane and he lifted it. He'd have a hard time getting in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool lifted.
Yeah, he's come a long way with that for sure. And Michael?
The only one next step that he could do, if he wants to make it even more bigger, make it into a monster truck.
Yes.
I mean, you can't get any bigger than what this thing is without being a monster truck. So
yes,
maybe that's what he'll do next when you see him.
Sure.
Man.
And Virgil?
Well, my jaw just dropped. My jaw dropped once you started the video. I was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Man, that thing looks nice. I would just like that. I would have loved to hear the stacks now.
Yes, I should have had him start it up.
Okay, that next show. Next year.
Next show. Exactly. Now, one thing he and I had talked about, and I don't know if he was just kind of dreaming or if he seriously would do this, but he's saying he'd like to find somewhere one of the original 79 Little Red Expresses. And he's saying that it'd be really cool to tow that home with this. Get a lot of double takes and double vision looking at that.
Or at least park it beside it in a show.
Yes. And I told him if he ends up doing that, definitely, let me know, and we'll do a story on that. That would be something to see.
Oh yes.
Definitely.
Now the only thing we need now is the Midnight Express.
Yes.
With the same scenario.
Oh, and then we've got a comment coming in. Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says Little Red Express Next Gen. Those upgrades were really nice, so he likes those too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those wheels on that with a red tint really makes that thing pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, really enjoying that. Well, cool. So we're just about to the end here. We've got one last video clip to look at. We're going to take a look at a 1969 Buick LeSabre. Now, this car is for sale by our friends over at MGM Classic Cars. Let's pull that up. And, yeah, here it is right here.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Jenkins here from MGMClassicCars.com, Addison, Illinois. Today I'm bringing you this new arrival 1969 Buick LeSabre. Really cool car. You don't see many of these. Really great example of one. We believe this car is mostly original, as everything was appearing to be left alone. It sounds great. There's your Buick badge. Your bumpers are in great shape. All your trim. The paint shines bright and nice. Your interior's in pretty good shape. The convertible top is in great shape as well. It's got an aluminum radiator with electric fans, keeping this baby cool. Hood closes nicely. Your body lines up great. Appears to be all original body panels. The way that this lines up doesn't look like it's ever been in a fight. Doors open beautifully. Horn works. Has the original radio in it that does not work. It's been disabled, but have a aftermarket Pioneer under the dash there. Runs great. Convertible top. It works, the motor works great. Heat only car. Just a really, really cool example. The trunk is really clean as well. It's a very, very hot day here in Addison, Illinois, and this car is remaining at a great temperature. You could just tell. Great shape, original trunk mat, I believe. Spare. Just a great car. Like I said, you don't see these nowadays as often as you did. Great car, is a summer cruiser. You could do almost anything with it. The paint's in pretty good shape. Very, very cool car. Just look at how nice the door opens. Closes beautifully. This car is located at our warehouse in Addison, Illinois, where we have around 250 cars in stock. Shipping all over the United States. Open and enclosed, bonded and insured. Our business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All by appointment only. You can reach us at 847-848-1850. Again, that's 847-848-1850 if you are interested in this 1969 Buick LeSabre or visit the website mgmclassiccars.com where you could view all of our inventory. Stay tuned on the YouTube channel and the website. We get new cars in almost every day. You're not going to want to miss a thing. My name is Mr. Jenkins, and it's been a pleasure showing you this 1969 Buick. Hope everyone has a great day, and I want to thank everyone for watching. And I hope to see you soon here at MGM Classic Cars, because remember, it looks great here, but it'll look a whole lot better in your garage. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much to MGM. Great car right there. And whose turn is it for first comment?
I think it's me this time.
Go for it.
I like the name LeSabre right in the back corner, all in nice cursive. And when I'm looking at this car, I'm thinking Brady Bunch, Mike Brady. But I just went, while we're watching this, I went on my other computer, put down Mike Brady car, and it comes up. It's a Barracuda. It's actually 71 Plymouth Barracuda convertible. Yeah. So I thought it was a Buick, but it was actually not even close. But I can see Mike Brady driving this.
Yeah, I can see it. I can do that visual. For sure. And Virgil?
Yeah, no, great car. Love the color combination. You know, it kind of looks that green metallic or there, you know, or whatever it is, has a little bit of metallic in the paint, you know, and then to go that cream color interior there, or cream color with the green carpet there. It looked pretty cool.
And Virgil, back in that time frame, a lot of the cars had metallic paint. Now it's kind of rare, but
yeah, metallic paint. You got to get it aftermarket now.
Definitely. Rob?
Well, that name and cursor on the side of the car would really mess up the young kids nowadays because they can't read cursor.
It's true. Good call. They need it like this.
They're going to write a check.
Yeah, they need it like that.
Where does a guy find such good, clean cars? Wow, that's a solid car. Great car, convertible. That would look good in my driveway.
Love the sound of the exhaust, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to own a LeSabre, but I had an 83.
83, yeah.
But yeah, 83 4-door. So definitely not this right here.
Sure.
And hey, Mike, they have a B&B Auto Sales. They have another car. I'm gonna what's it called? Text it to you.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Because you're gonna get a real good kick out of this one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. And the thing I liked about this, I mean, I think it looks good from every angle, but that front end, let me find the money shot here. That front end looks particularly nice right there. I like that.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit Toronado-ish, a little bit.
Mm.
And I also liked, I had paused on it for a moment there, those seats that it's kind of I don't know, it's not really a velour, but it's not cloth either. It's kind of that fuzzy stuff, and it just looks in really nice shape for a car that's well over 50 years old. I think 55 years old.
Yeah.
It looks like my back seat after Daisy's been in it.
Yeah.
You know what, Mike? I was just thinking, too. I was saying, geez, I got some really, really, really interesting stuff. One day we're going to have to do a podcast on, not so much, they were muscle cars, but they were more luxury than muscle. Duesenbergs and the old Cadillacs.
Sure. Yeah, those things were tanks. Yeah, this is that fabric I was talking about where it's kind of velourish. I don't think it's velour, but it's got that kind of texture to it. And we've got comments that have come in. Go ahead, Virgil.
Very hard to read.
And Virgil, I think that the reason why they probably put like a fabric like that on the seats is that they were leather and that's a convertible. You'll be going like this, sliding back and forth. That's probably why this was a cloth, because it kind of grabs you so you don't move back and forth in the seat.
Yes.
Good call. Yeah. And then let's see, comments coming in. Mike Whiteside says, great show, guys. Thank you. And we thank you for viewing. We really appreciate that. Also, our good friend at Vintage Mini Bike Lover says that thing could haul a few mini bikes in the trunk. Yes.
Yes, it could.
And the back seat.
Oh, and then he says, call me Mike Brady, as I could see myself cruising in that sweet car.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
For sure. And I want to give a shout out to Bandit Vintage Mini Bikes because we do a podcast second Sunday of every month, a Vintage Mini Bike podcast. So if you enjoyed those mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you want to watch that or the second Sunday of every month. Wherever you're viewing this right now, tune in. I think it's going to be September 8th. Let me look at my calendar real quick to confirm that. September 8th, 8 p.m. right here. Just tune in and you'll be able to see us interview and look at mini bikes and do some show and tell. It's a whole lot of fun. Very much worth a visit. We just did one this past Sunday night. Rob was with us and we had a really good time.
Yeah.
So we are at that time of the evening where it is time to wind it down and close things up. Go clockwise around the room here. Final quick comments, Michael.
Well, it was a very good night. It's good to see all you guys. Hopefully, I'm going to the hospital tomorrow. Hopefully, it's, I'm hoping it's not kidney stones, but it might be. So, might be laid up for a while. But I'm hoping to keep in touch with you guys and continue with the podcast because I look forward to doing this and helping out whatever way I can. And if you guys have any suggestions, Virgil, Rob, Mike, or anybody out there, you got any ideas, send them to Mike, and then Mike can tell me different things, and I can go through old photos I have of various vehicles.
Yes, I like your Corvair idea. We'll do that one next. That's a great idea. And then Virgil?
Yeah. I'm happy to be back. Yeah, just had to take a few episodes off there. Missed you guys. I guess an episode I would like to see is probably like a Buick Wildcat.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Buick Wildcats.
I do have Wildcats.
Nice.
Some of those old, even some of those old LeSabres, I guess, back in the day.
For the good idea.
For the '60s, there, that would be a good one for the auto buy, also.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wrote down those two cars, the Wildcats and LeSabre. So.
But great to see you guys again.
Yeah,
same here. Go ahead, Rob.
And don't forget the 70 Blazers, 2 doors.
Oh, yes.
2-wheel drive.
Yes, great idea. Sorry, I sneezed. I shut my mic off there for that sneeze. But yeah, great idea. And we want to wish
a great collection of cars this week, Mike.
Well, thank you. And thank you for coming on. Thank you to our viewers. And if we could all do some thoughts and prayers for Michael. He's going to be going to the hospital here for a bit. We want to wish him the very best with that and looking forward to his speedy recovery and coming back on here. And please keep us posted, Mike, on how that's all going.
You definitely will.
And then we've got Vintage Mini Bike Lovers saying thanks for the great show. Appreciate you. Next episode of the Vintage Mini Bike Podcast is September 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you like those old mini bikes, be sure and check us out. And as always, the last word goes to Amsoil. I got to cue it up. And yes, have a good week, everybody. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero.
Wow.
If you ever try petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out. And once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsol's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsol than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsol is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear loop? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsol has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsol experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsol has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsol will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer. You save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsol sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsol. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsol order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling, and also the referral number 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob, so when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit, and the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business. I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.